Fasting, to stand with the poor, taking a stand against disparity. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Gary. Thank you so very much for giving me a few moments of your time as we go on this learning journey together. I would be so very grateful if you would take a few moments and share this material on your social platform to let others know about this learning and growing opportunity. We are looking at the discipline of fasting. In Isaiah chapter 58, verses 6 through 9, it reads, "Is this not the fast that I choose? To loosen the bonds of wickedness, to undo the bands of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to divide your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into the house? When you see the naked, to cover them, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh, then your light will break out like the dawn, and your recovery will speedily spring forth, and your righteousness will go before you. The glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry, and he will say, 'Here I am.' If you remove the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and speaking wickedness." That's a powerful passage, isn't it, to reflect upon? Let's consider some current statistics of poverty. 2 billion people live in poverty in our world. 8.1 billion people are in the world. So let that sink in as to how many are in desperate need. 700 million people live in extreme poverty every day. $2.15 a day is all they have to live on. U.S. population is approximately 340 million that live in extreme poverty. 60 million tons of food wasted annually. That's approximately 165,000 pounds of food per day that is thrown out. California has the highest homeless rate in the nation. 170,000 people are homeless in the state of California. 6,000 children are living on the streets in Los Angeles alone. That's sobering. These are statistics and data that we need to allow in to our inner being to affect us, the mind, the spirit, the heart, and to awaken spiritual sensations in us when we read stuff like this. Does biblical discipleship offer a way to push against all of this disparity? Yes. It's called fasting. Notice the flow of Isaiah 58 and the first 12 verses. Verse 1, cry aloud. Translated, tell the people like it is. Verses 2 and 3, self can get in the way. Yet they seek me day by day and delight to know my ways as a nation that has done righteousness and has not forsaken the ordinance of their God. They ask me for just decisions. They delight in the nearness of God. Why have we fasted and you do not see? Why have we humbled ourselves and you do not notice? Behold, on the day of your fast, you find your desire and drive hard all of your workers. Boy, that's piercing, sobering. Verses 4 through 7, in summary, isn't the fast of the Lord acceptable to him? Fight justice, free people from oppression, share food with the hungry, Provide shelter for refugees, immigrants, homeless. Notice the threefold promise in verse 12. This is powerful here. And your ancient ruins shall be rebuilt, and you shall raise up the foundations of many generations. You shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. Rebuilder, repairer, restorer. Boy, I'll tell you, these 12 verses of Scripture is well worth your time to sit down and detail and open your heart up and open to the Lord and allow Him to speak deep within you on fasting as a means by which we stand with the poor. It has been said once that we should estimate the cost of food that we have eaten and then donate the monetary gift on behalf of the poor through food pantries, soup kitchens, shelter homes, or your local church mission endeavor. Perhaps we should consider terminating our lavish eating habits, coffee, tea, candy, soft drinks, flavored waters that only excite the taste buds but yet do nothing for our own health. Well, I'm going to stop right here because this is so heavy and so weighty in terms of its content. It just simply demands a few moments of time to respond and reflect and think rather than to intake and just keep digesting content and material. I want this material, this brief shortcast, to grab a hold of you and for you and I to sit and contemplate, oh God, what can I do? Until we can meet again, we bid you Godspeed. Bye for now.